Hey Libra, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your September 2021 Silent Enemies reading. I want to thank all of you who are already members of the 8th House Energy community for all that fly Libra air energy you bring to the channel. Thank you so much. I love you guys and I appreciate all the various ways that you support the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button. That way you'll know when I post. I post weekly. And this particular reading here is the Silent Enemies reading. This reading is designed to help you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges in reference to the people, places, and things that you are in contact with on a regular basis. On a spiritual universal level, the people, places, and things that are closest to us, specifically the people, are sent to us to teach us lessons. In the 3D realm, we look at it as, okay, this is my family, this is my lover, this is my adult child, or, this is my best friend, this is my colleague or my coworker or my boss or my employee, this is my neighbor, so on and so forth. People who are in your energy on a regular basis that you have to deal with. These are the ones that the lessons are learned from. So most of our most valuable lessons in life are learned from people who we connect with on a personal level. And that is the way it's designed. So what we need to do is pay attention to our intuition when you're around any of these people. Doesn't matter if they're family. Doesn't matter if it's your lover. Doesn't matter if it's your adult child or your coworker or your landlord. Pay attention to the intuitive nudges you get in reference to your connection with these people so that you can either rule it out as a false alarm, or you can investigate further just to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a position where you're dealing with someone who's secretly envious of you, who may be jealous of you, who may not want you to succeed, who may look at you as a competitor for whatever reason, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to place 3 cards out here. I'm going to, read the vibe I get off of the cards intuitively, right? If this resonates, cool. As in, you will know what to do with this information. Well, hopefully you will know what to do with the information once you check out the reading. If it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit. All right, just check your other placements. If you don't like this style of reading, for some people they feel like it's too negative. If you don't like this style of reading, that's fine. You don't have to tell me because I'm not going to stop doing the reading. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people who prefer this reading. Some people prefer to know what's coming at them so that they can prepare themselves moving forward. That's thunder going on, so that's just confirmation of what I'm saying. So, for those of you who are a bit sensitive to this information, I respect it, but, just find another reading. I do different styles of readings, and you'll see them show up on the screen at the end of the video. You can check out one of those instead, okay? So with that being said, let's see what cards come out here, and let's see what intuitive messages come through. We will have an extended to the reading in case you want to dive a little bit further, because what I will do is I will pull some tarot to see what additional messages Spirit may want you to know about the situations that come up. All right, so the link will be in the box below. I do have a promotion going on all throughout, it should be till Monday, Labor Day, where you can get a 1 question reading for $10. So make sure you, check out the community tab for that, or you can email me. My information is in the box below. I'm at 8thhouseenergy@gmail.com. All right, so let's see what these cards are. All right, so Libra. We have the Empress energy in reverse. This is major arcana energy here. So whenever a major arcana shows up in a reading, just like with any traditional tarot reading, it means that it's going to be some type of major change. It could be positive or negative. But in this case, it's a major change that you need to pay attention to, especially with the intuitive nudges that you get. Okay, so, it can have an adverse effect if you don't pay attention and take heed. The second card here is the 10 of inspiration. That's equivalent to the 10 of wands. The third card here is the 4 of materials, which is the equivalent to the 4 of pentacles. So I'm going to, go 1 card at a time intuitively, but just keep in mind that the situations can merge for some of you because I'm reading for a collective audience. Maybe some people will only resonate with 1 energy. Some people may resonate with 1 and 2. Some people 1 and 4, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 1. So just take what does, leave the rest, okay? If you want a personal reading like this in reference to your situation and who you have around you, my information's in the box below. Feel free to reach out. So with this Empress energy in reverse, this is an energy of Venus. Let me see where Venus is right now. Venus rules Taurus and it rules Libra. So when you're showing up in a silent enemies reading as a major arcana, that is a red flag, as in you really need to be paying attention to your intuition and what your intuition is telling you about the people around you. For some of you, it could be something going on with you and your children, because the Empress could represent a mother figure. For some of you, it could be about your business or your boss, or something going on in the business environment, contracts, things like that. It could be political figures as well. Venus is in your house right now, all right, and it's going to be there until September 10th, and it's going to go, then it's going to go into Scorpio. So, it's interesting because we're in the pre-shadow stages of it going into Scorpio now. The pre-shadow stages are usually like 2 weeks prior. So it's like a week away. Next Friday is September 7th, September 10th. So some of you could be feeling these energies of the Scorpionic, the 8th house. So what that deals with is hidden agendas, hidden motives, people's hidden feelings, and it could be yours or the people around you. So this is kind of appropriate for what's going on. So you definitely need to pay attention in the here and now once you watch this reading, okay? So if this is involving work, some of you, there could be something going on with your employer. You may need to be careful. If you are employed by someone, your employer, your direct boss, or there could be something going on with the organization itself. There could be some corrupt stuff about the organization going on, and it may present itself. Because we also have Mercury in your house, and Venus is there too. All right. Well, Venus will be there on September 10th. We talked about that. But Mercury is about communication. So there could be some news in reference to what's going on in your work environment, what's going on with your organization. So pay attention to any type of, some companies have what you call an intranet. You go onto the intranet and you see what's going on within the company, what's going on within the organization. If there's some concern that you may have in reference to laws, rules, regulations that could be going on, pay attention to that. Venus rules money, it rules indulgences. So pay attention to the money aspect of what's going on in your business. Or what's going on with your boss or your organization. Are they losing money? Look at the stocks. Are they losing money? Are people getting fired? Are people getting laid off? Like, what's going on with your organization? Pay attention to that. For some of you, you have a boss. Especially if you work in an industry where there's numbers, you have a boss who's just all about numbers. They don't care about nothing else. So if you are not performing the way you should be performing, unfortunately, you may end up losing your job, okay? Or you may be on the chopping block to lose your job. So you really need to be careful. Some of you, as far as work is concerned, I don't know if you're investing in stocks or anything like that, but if you are, you definitely need to make sure you read the contracts. Don't get into something without a written contract. Don't agree to do something unless it's legally, as far as work and money and exchange of money. Don't do something unless you're putting things in writing. I feel like if you're not putting things in writing, there's going to be a problem, especially with Mercury in your first house and Venus going there as well. You do need to be careful. For some of you, somebody could be terminally ill. Okay, it could be a grandmother, a mother figure. Could be a father figure as well, or a grandfather figure, maybe an auntie, an elder in your family could be sick, maybe in the process of recovering, but it's somebody who's older than you. This could even be a cousin, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's older than you who may be under the weather, physically. So this person could be in the hospital. It could be something that is just temporary, a temporary illness, or it could be something that is terminal. Okay, so when we go into when we're going into Venus in Scorpio, September 10th, Scorpio deals with other people's money. It deals with estates, wills, probate court, taxes from inheritances, things like that. So some of you could be in the process of dealing with that. If if your elder, your mother, or your father, or your grandmother, grandfather, or great auntie, or older cousin, or whomever may be ill, they may be asking you to get their affairs in order. and or you may need to start looking for their paperwork if somebody went into the hospital and and they're elder and they're not doing well. Just need to locate where things are so that in the event, even health insurance information, life insurance information, if they have any wills, if they have any executive orders, sometimes you have to get that paper signed that somebody can temporarily take care of your finances while you're in recovery, something like that. But I feel like some of you are going to be dealing with that if you're not already dealing with it. So if you'll know though, this is not predicting anything, okay, but you will know. By now you'll know that if this person's already in the hospital, if they're already ill, if they're already, on in their last days, so to speak. So some of you may be dealing with a lot of that. For others of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's married. Okay, you may not know it, or maybe you do know it. Some of you are dealing with someone who is married to someone else, and you know it or you don't know it. Some of you are going through divorce, or know that it's time for you and your partner to separate, but for whatever reason you may refuse to do so. I feel like for a lot of you, you're refusing to do so because of money. Okay, so some of you could be in a situation, for example, could be a Libra woman who is being taken care of by her husband. Her husband is just, terrible to her in reference to how he treats her as far as her emotions. He may pay for everything and provide everything for her, but he's not faithful and loyal. And it could be to the point where this woman has had enough. And she knows that this man is not going to be loyal to her because he uses money as a tool of power. It's like, look, I pay the bills, I take care of you, I make sure you have everything. Don't stress me about who I'm with and who I'm dealing with. So some of you may have taken the route of, okay, you know what? I know he out there doing whatever, but he's taking care of me. I'm not knocking you. That's your belief. That's your belief. Some people don't look at cheating as a rule. A tie. What do you want to call it? Like a a rule breaker in a connection. Some people don't look at cheating as that way. Some people look at violence. Like if the guy beats you, it's like I'll leave a guy before he beats me. If he beats me before he cheats. I won't leave him for cheating, but I'll leave him for beating. That's not me personally, but, some people say, okay, this is what I will tolerate and this is what I won't tolerate. So for some of you, you tolerate the fact that your person cheats on you and you know it, and you stay for the money. But I feel like the universe is telling you that you are going to need to start preparing to get yourself out of this situation because it is just only going to get worse. Okay? It's one thing if he's out, I guess it just depends on what your level of tolerance is. But I feel like your level of tolerance in reference to that is definitely, it surpassed that, or it will. So some of you are going to have to come to the conclusion of what it is that you're going to do. For others of you, I feel like, as a result of your person cheating, you may be down on yourself. You may be feeling unattractive. You may be feeling as if you're not beautiful. Some of you may be feeling like, oh, I'm losing my looks. There could be some of you who are. Some of you may be ill. And as a result, your looks are deteriorating. Your health is deteriorating. I really don't know what to say about that. But that is just the energies I'm picking up for some of you and how you're feeling. Some of you, as far as your parenting, some of you may have grandkids at this time. You may not have been spending a lot of time with your grandkids, maybe because you can't, or you decided not to. But there could be something going on with your children and your grandchildren in reference to maybe they don't want to come around. I don't know what's up. I'm just picking up the energies and telling you what I'm getting. Okay? There could be someone here who is coming towards you strictly for money. Okay? It could be an ex-lover who's only dealing with you because of money. This could be an ex-lover that you've been with for... the Empress energy to me is people who are like 40 years and older, okay? You could have been with this person since your 20s on and off. You may even have children with this person, but they won't marry you. They refuse to marry you. And some of you, that is what you want. But I feel like this person is an enemy to you because they are just using you for material gain and or draining you of your energy. Ooh. Okay, that's what I got for Libra with the... Empress energy in reverse. And the same thing with men, same situation. It's just, for some of you in reference to the cheating, you're the one who's doing the cheating. You provide for your wife, you take care of her. Some of you feel like that's justification for you to go out and have a little fun. I'm not knocking it, because if that's what your wife and you do in your relationship and y'all agree with it, that's what's up. But the thing is that there's something going on with that where it goes above and beyond what you guys have agreed to accept and not accept. Some of you are married to a woman who's only with you because of finances. She's only staying with you because of the money. She don't love you. She don't love you. She's only there for what you could do for her. You need to be careful of her, because if she's getting to the point where she's tired of you stepping out on her or treating her wrong or things like that, then she may be planning or plotting against you. So you need to be careful of that. The Ten of Wands. This energy here is somebody who's had enough. So I feel like these two energies could correlate. Yeah, there's the sirens. So for a lot of you, that's what it is. So somebody's tired of their person cheating on them, whether you're married or not. Somebody's tired of waiting for someone to marry them. They done had their kids, done had their grandkids, and this person still won't put a ring on it. Somebody's tired of being used for money. Somebody's tired of, having money thrown in their face every time there's a dispute or argument about your person being with someone else. Someone is tired of what's going on in your, maybe you don't get along with your boss. Your boss could be an asshole, and you don't get along with your boss, and you've had your wits in with your boss. Some of you have your own business, and it's just very stressful. You're trying to make money. It's like you're doing everything you possibly can, and you're still struggling, and you're trying to figure out what's up. But this Ten of Wands energy is the energy of someone doing everything that they possibly can and dealing with everything that they possibly can against adversity. All right. And usually you accomplish what it is that you want, but it's like you look back at it like, damn, was it worth all of this? I stayed all this time. I dealt with all of this bullshit. I did this. I did that, whether it's a work relationship or a business partnership or a marriage, or even with your children. Maybe some of you, your children are very, they're not appreciative of what you've done for them. Now they're adults. Maybe you guys are having problems. And it's like you're just looking at all of the stress and the aggravation and the frustration and the hard work and the challenges and the trials that you've gone through to get to the point where you've gotten there. And now it's just like, okay, was it worth it? Is what I'm feeling here. So you're going to be, if you're not in that energy, you may be, in the future questioning, is it really worth, is this worth it? Is what I'm dealing with, the burdens and the stress, is it really worth it? Am I getting out of the situation what I really wanted? Because I'm dealing with a hell of a lot to get it. Some people are waiting for someone to change. This person's not going to change. And you're to the point where you're like, okay, I see what's up. And I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. So yeah, some of you are at that point. So there's a cycle that may be closing out for some of you with this Ten of Wand energy. Then we have the Four of Materials, which is the Four of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. So I feel like you have people around you that are trying to take from you. They're trying to either take your energy or your money, because we got a lot of Pentacle here. All right, we got the five. We got 4 Pentacles and then 1 in reverse, because the Empress represents a Pentacle 2 for me. So that leaves 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, you got people working against you. For others of you, maybe you're having some financial difficulties. You're trying to save. Some of you, something could be going on with your business. You don't have enough money. So some of you could be looking at borrowing money, looking at applying for grants, applying for, and it could be for housing or it could be for your business. But I feel the energy of someone trying to find other financial resources and trying to conserve costs. So I don't know if this is, for some of you, if you're a boss and you may be considering firing someone, it could be because you are no longer able to financially have this extra employee, or maybe that is what your employer is saying, is that because of whatever's going on, there's layoffs. They have to cut back. So some of you may lose your job as a result of that. Or some of you may be considering firing someone. Some of you may not be able to hire. You're overwhelmed. You're doing a lot with your business. Like you're wearing all the hats because you're not able to afford assistance. that could be coming up for some of you, or that could be going on for some of you. So I do feel like some of you are definitely dealing with some turmoil in business and contracts for sure. Whether it's you being an employee or you know, having your own business. It's really trying. It's really challenging. For some of you, the thing is, some of you are considering switching jobs as well. Some of you are considering switching employment. Some of you get a vibe of what's going on, or you know your boss don't like you, or this is a numbers oriented game that you're not built for it. Everybody ain't built for sales. You know what I'm saying? Numbers, 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 numbers. You got to have that Mars energy, go, 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 go. And everybody's not built for that. You know, especially if you're on commission-based jobs, you know, where it's like, okay, I haven't sold the house yet. So if I haven't sold the house and it's been 2 months, I have to have some other form of income because I only make money when I sell a house. So it could be that type of situation going on where, you know, you're in a service-oriented or what is the word I wanted to use? I just said it, commission-based environment. So some of you could be having issues with that, you know, because you're not making any sales. So you're trying to save and conserve in all the various ways you can. Some of you need to protect yourself and be less giving of your time, your energy, your money, and your effort when it comes to some of the people around you. Again, some people are just taking advantage of you. Did I say that? Because I said again. I don't know if I said that or not. I just be channeling. I don't remember what I said. So, you know, sorry. But, yeah, I feel like some of you, there's somebody who's taking advantage of your time, your energy, your efforts, your money, your physical body, because that's all of those things represent the pentacles. So you are, you know, if you don't back up, you know, you're going to be used up. For some of you, you know, you got to watch it because, you know, your health could be in jeopardy. Okay? Some of you... I don't know what you're doing, but I feel like some of you are physically straining and stressing yourself, and you need to be careful of your health. Some of you, there's somebody hiding something from you, or they could be hiding money. Your partner could be hiding money, stashing money, because maybe they're tired of you and they're tired of this connection and they're ready to break out, they're ready to bounce. So they could be hiding money. You know, figuring out other ways to get money so they can get out of the situation. Because like I said, for some of you, your partner is the one who's the sole provider. Some of you men may be dealing with a woman who makes more money than you and she's the main provider, and maybe that bothers you in some way, shape, or form. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, there's anything wrong with you, but in a situation where a woman is talking down to a man or being disrespectful to a man because she makes more money than him, you know, doing that intentionally, then that's, you know, that's an issue. But there's nothing wrong with having a woman who is a breadwinner who, you know, makes more money than you. As long as she respects your position in the connection. I feel like a lot of you who are in that situation don't care. But I feel like it gets to the point where she's being disrespectful. She's talking bad to you. You know, talking down on you because, you know, she feels like because I'm the breadwinner, I can say what I want type of thing. And I don't give a fuck about your feelings type of thing. Like that's where the line should be drawn. So I feel like for some of you, you know, whatever money you get and you stashing it because you're about to leave out of that situation. Woo. Libra, that's what I got for you. All right. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go to the extended. I'm going to pull 4 cards for each of these just to get a little bit more information and see what other messages Spirit has for you for these situations. Sometimes additional messages come out. Sometimes it's just a reiteration of what was channeled. And again, I don't remember all of that I said. So, you know. With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead to the extended. So if this energy resonated with you in your circumstance or somebody you know in their circumstance, feel free to click that like button and leave a comment about it and only it. It being if it resonates and how. Okay? You don't have to tell me it don't resonate. I'm just going to delete your comment. The comment section on my page, regardless to anybody else's, is all about people discussing what resonates with them or what resonates with someone they know. Some people don't have a place to go where they can unleash, you know, the feelings and the emotions that they're going through and chop it up with people about it. So sometimes this is their only outlet. So I, you know, ask for respect in the comment section, and I ask that the comments only relate to if the reading resonates to you and how it resonates to you. You know, just be courteous of other people's feelings. Some people are going through some shit and they don't really need to be in the comment section, you know, hearing people talking shit about this and that. You know what I mean? Like, especially you cross watchers, if you don't agree with what's going on. You know, be considerate. So with that being said, like I said, the link to the extended is in the box below. I'm going to go to the extended. Feel free to follow. If not, Libra, I'll check you out in the next reading. Take care of yourself.